I'd be like, Shmooth, what? Can you teach me how to, you know why? Because all the, all right, so I know that was quite random, right? Guys, hold on, let me adjust your face real quick. Yeah, there you go, twin. What is up? Again, another daily update. What happened? What's going on? What's right? To start it off, we're going back to the kind of like concept that I had originally with my content being posted on shorts, and also how I've had my journals structured. So we're going back to the original version of how I used to do that. Something I realized when I'm looking at my camera is the camera's right here. That's where you're at, right? You're right here, right? Sorry, yes, I'm on your face. But anyways, that's where you're at, right? I'm staring at my video right here, which is the portrait of me right in the middle of the screen. So it looks like my eyes are veering off. I noticed that in the videos and it looked kind of weird, but I mean, that's just where the shit is, you know what I mean? I can't really do much about it. But anyhow, what do I mean I'm going back to the original shorts concept that I had? Posting 3 times per one video. The reason that I'm saying this and the reason that I'm going to be doing this is because it gets more engagement. Originally, I thought breaking it apart into certain time frames would cause, you know, like a more focused growth, and it does, but it doesn't give as well as like posting different variants of the same video and just letting them go out into the algorithm separately. So kind of both of the concepts mixed into one, right? Originally, I was saying I didn't want to do it because it was spamming your guys' algorithm. Unfortunately, it seems like that is the most effective route right this minute. Posting them by themselves, one by one, no. And also, I noticed that posting multiple times of the same video boosts the algorithm for specific apps, TikTok and YouTube. As you guys know, those are my 2 main platforms I'm currently focusing on for growth. And it seems like I'm getting more traction on TikTok if I post twice, like I used to do. One without a title, one with a title. And on YouTube, if I just post them all with titles at separately different times, or slightly different times, so like 20 seconds within each, or a minute within each, for some reason they do much better. I don't know. I posted 1 video per day, per video. So wait, 1 video copy per day, let me put it like that. And it didn't do nearly as well as me posting 3 copies per day. So we're going back to that until I can come back from something off the drawing board and come up with a resolution. But as of the current moment, it looks like I'm gonna be posting 3 times a day on my shorts. And what I noticed is posting 3 times a day, or 3 copies of each video a day for my shorts has boosted the amount of views that I'm getting for my long form content indirectly. How is that? Why is that? I don't know. I just know anytime I go ahead and I post 3 funny videos, 3 more funny videos, 3 more funny videos, the algorithm picks 1 out of those 3 of the 3 sets and it boosts it way higher than the other 2, right? And those usually somehow get my audience from those shorts to my YouTube page. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know how it's working. I'm not too familiar with the algorithm myself. I'm still experimenting at the end of the day, but it seems like it's working better, so we're going to keep that. Like I said, I'm probably gonna put in my bio, like, do not turn on post notifications. Because it's gonna suck, man. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys don't have, like, I think it's specific video notifications on, you're going to get fried. Like, it's gonna be 9+ videos per day just being blown through your phone again, and it's not gonna be the best. Now, is it the best for maybe gaining subscribers? Probably not, because like I said, long form subscribers are gonna get kind of, I feel like, tired of being spammed with content every 5 seconds. But at the same time, is it better for capitalizing on views and converting? Yeah, so it's kind of a trade-off, and it's giving me more reach and more engagement, so I mean, I can't really hate it all too much. So that's got to do with that, right? Now to the second part. I now have a job. I'm not sure if you guys saw that from the last video, but I did post a short about that, and it actually is doing quite well right now. We're sitting at, like, I think 200 something views within the first hour or 2. Which is pretty decent for me, I'm gonna be honest. And like I said, I now have a job. What is the job? Amazon. Oh no, oh no. He joined the Imperial dark side. Yes, I did. Obviously that was not the plan. Originally, it was gonna be me going to all these different stores and yada yada yada. You already saw the video from yesterday, I don't have to re-explain it. But today, I woke up and my drug test results came in positive. I mean, negative. Negative, guys, I don't do crack. And they said that I was accepted into the Amazon family or something like that. So they gave me a credit of, I believe, like $120, and they said, here you go ahead and buy yourself some steel toe shoes. Now, I have a few pairs of shoes within my room that could put a steel toe like in it, and I was looking for something that was comfortable because I was like, I know I'm gonna have to be walking a lot. Like, I'm not trying to kill myself, like, with the amount of stepping I'm gonna have to do in some hard steel toe boots. But then I thought about it and I watched the video and I was like, you know what, gang, let me go with the most protective, low-key stylish shoes I can wear, like outside and inside of work. And I went and I decided on some black steel toe Timberland Pro boots. Now, if you guys don't know what Timberland Pro is, it is the brand of Timberland, obviously, where they get steel toe and composite toe boot covers. So it's a 6-inch protective lip that goes at the front of your shoe, and it reaches 6 inches backwards, basically. And it'll cover the front of your toes, and as the word implies, I mean, kind of. And it's just a pair of Timberland boots, pretty much. And I don't have any Tims, so I was like, why not get those? You know, they're name brands still. And it cost me $7 out of my pocket after I used the gift code. So, I mean, I'm not too mad at it. And apparently you have a 365-day return policy on those, which is absolutely gnarly. Will I be returning them? Most likely not. But yeah, like I said, I needed some boots. I was like, hey, let's get some Timbs, dude. So we got those coming in the mail. That's going for that. First day of work is October 4th. Now that is my birthday month. If you guys do not know, October 30th is my birthday. I usually post these videos or start posting videos around that time frame every single year for my journal entries, which is crazy weird and coinky. But yeah, so October 4th is the first day, starting at 1 a.m. Do I think I'll be okay working those hours? Yeah, 1 a.m. to 11, not that bad, honestly. I think waking up at 1 a.m. and driving and having to function is going to be hard. But I feel like once I get used to it, it's going to be easy peasy. Great work hours, in my opinion, because I have the rest of the day to kind of just do whatever. So, I mean, it's more of like a night owl position. Not so much, but it's like a morning person kind of shift. Let me put it like that then. So, I will be getting paid, the base pay technically is $18, and then it's plus 3, I forgot what the special word that they said it was, but basically I get paid 21, but the base pay is literally just 18 plus $3 for additional something, and I get that additional pay or conditional pay or whatever the hell it's called pretty much always, and the only other time that it changes is when I get overtime, and that is because I am a seasonal position worker. I believe if I was a full-time worker, I'd only be getting paid 18, but like I said, I'm seasonal, so I'm getting paid 21, plus if I do any overtime, which if it's a shift that I'm comfortable working and the job is not that hard, I can definitely see myself doing overtime, and the reason I say that is because it's double pay overtime. Now, when I hear the word double pay, I'm assuming it goes from 21 to 42. Now, if it goes to 21 to 42, why would I not take that? You know what I mean? So I would be working every single day of the week. I have like, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so I have 3 days off in the week. 2 days of full overtime, 10 hours, that's $400. That's doubling my pay. $420, that's kind of solid, gang. I would be averaging about 420, that's 3 days. That's 1,200 off of 3 days alone, right? That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that's quite a lot, but it's gonna be a lot of hours as well, so I don't know, maybe the hours will shift up, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to see. This is gonna be a perfect journal for anybody that's been worrying about like getting an Amazon job and wondering how like it is. So obviously I'm a very studious individual myself, not very school savvy and stuff like that. So I had to do me some research, right? So I was like, all right, buddy, I gotta do me some research. Let's see. What is it like living, or not living, but working at what's called a delivery station will be my area of expertise or my working area. So I'm gonna be a delivery station associate. And basically what I'm supposed to do from what I've gotten from the gist of videos I've watched, what I'm gonna cover in a second, is I'm gonna be standing at a dock, I'm gonna be staging items, I'm gonna be consolidating and moving items, and I'm gonna be carrying items across the warehouse. That's pretty much it, right? Now it sounds super simple on paper, but I believe it's gonna be a lot more hectic, and I'm going to be working during multiple holidays, if I keep the position as long as I think I am. 6 months, that's 3 holidays. Yeah, 3 major holidays at least. I think I hit Thanksgiving, what's it called? I'm blanking. Halloween, Christmas. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas. There you go. That's the 3. And I'm pretty sure there's one more. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But like I'm talking about like major, like it's gonna be really hectic kind of holidays. I don't know if Thanksgiving is really a hectic holiday for them, as you know they're not a grocery store, but they kind of are. But I think I'm gonna be dealing with merchandise more than groceries, so I don't know. Pretty much, like I said, what I saw from the videos and what's concerning to me, but I mean you have to take it with a grain of salt because everybody's experiences are gonna be quite different. Is I was told that Amazon is the equivalent of what it was like at Walmart. Now, if you guys have never worked at Walmart or worked at some kind of like, I guess like Target or like some real retail store that's like really weird and feels like a high school, Walmart is like the hellhole of high school experience as a job kind of thing, you know what I mean? Now, I don't mind that all too much because I'm getting paid to be there, right? So it's like having high school all over again without me having to learn, and I'm getting paid. So sounds like a win to me. But the problem with that is the people, the management, and basically the staff entirely, right? And if you guys do not know, like I said, these people are like high school gossipers. So it's like little cliques, right? You've got the popular kids, you got the loner kids, you got this, you got the managers that don't like anybody because they think that you're a bully that they used to have a problem with and they're getting PTSD just looking at you. You've got the hiring managers that don't give a damn about anything. You've got the cool kids. You've got all these different cliques, right? And it seems as if, or I've been told that everybody is trying to get at the new people's business. So like, well, I heard from a specific video, I don't remember the name of the guy who said this, but he was saying basically, if you're one of those people that just like to stay to yourself, do your work, get up out of everybody's face, in and out. That's what I'm coming in here to do. I'm coming in here to work and leave, gang. I'm not trying to do no extra, none of that. So he said if you go in there and you just work and you don't talk to nobody for real, they see that as a threat. So what they're going to do is they're going to pick on you. Now they said the number one thing they're going to start doing off rip is they're going to start saying that you're missing a device. So you'll turn in your device, you'll know you turned in your device, and they'll basically gaslight you and be like, nah, gang, we ain't get no device from you, bro. You didn't do a device. I'm going to have to da-da-da-da-da-da. Basically trying to get a response out of you. And I've noticed this at Walmart as well, where they'll say, you didn't turn in your device last night. Where's your device? I did turn it in. No, you didn't. Or they'll like lock you out of a key box or something like that. I used to work at OGB, so if you guys know what that is, it's the online grocery department, and or online grocery pickup, OGB. And I was one of the people that had to do both. So I was doing picking, and I was also doing online grocery pickups. So I would go out there and drop it off to your car and yada yada yada. So basically, they would say, hey, Cooper, you're missing a card or you're missing a handheld. And I'd be like, yo, gang, I know I turned that in. Or you'd go to sign in the next day, and it would flag you saying that you didn't turn something in. Apparently, that same thing happens at Amazon, and they intentionally do that to make you mad. Like I said, I worked at Walmart for 2 years, pretty much. I think it was 1.5, maybe 2 years, right? And brother, This never bothered me, but I could see it bother a lot of people around me. I'm not gonna let it phase me if I go to Amazon and they start doing this crap, because I'm gonna be real. If I know I put it in there, I ain't stressing, gang. What the hell you pressing me for? Fuck out my face. But anyways, number 2, I heard that they're going to send people to basically do recon on you. If you don't know what recon is, it's reconnaissance. It's short for reconnaissance. Reconnaissance means to gather information about a target or a objective, basically. And you're a target, so I mean, they send somebody to basically study you over a period of time. Now, I find this kind of weird, because they're saying if the first little step didn't work, which is gaslighting you, then they're going to send somebody to you to get your like weaknesses, what you like talking about, what you like doing, what you hate, what you don't like, all this stuff, so they can start like finding things to nitpick on you about, right? And I was told if they couldn't send a dude or somebody that you knew or somebody that you're like comfortable with, they're going to send fine shit. Now, this is what got me in my last job, right? They sent a female after me, gang, and she got me fired ultimately, but she got up out of there too. So she got me, another dude, and her up out of there in one swift movement. I don't think she's doing about her job right, but yeah, basically what they'll do, they'll send a female after you to basically get comfortable with you, get buddy with you. You go, oh, we gang, we locked in. It's rather A, she gonna start getting some dirt on your stupid head, or B, she gonna start reporting back to the managers that she messed with, right? And her manager's gonna be like, so like, what's up with Cooper? Like, what you talked to him yet? Yeah, he's super cool. He like da. What he be doing? Da. Boom, just like that. Number 3, gossip is probably the biggest thing that I've heard so far from multiple different creators. There's hella gossip. Anything that you speak will be used against you. And Walmart was the same exact way. If I told somebody, yeah, I'm gonna go get some rice after work today, don't tell nobody. By that afternoon, everybody knew about it. How? I told one dude that 5 hours ago. How the hell do you know about it? And you're across the store. So apparently, since it's a warehouse, it spreads even quicker. I thought it was gonna be the opposite. If it's a warehouse, you would think nobody would hear about it until like the next month. No, apparently it's super gossipy. Everybody's talking. And then the final thing, if they can't get you with all that other stuff, right? Apparently the managers start picking on you. Now, brother, this is probably where I'm gonna trip up at. And I've had this happen to me at Walmart as well, right? Managers will start talking out the side of their neck. I'm not a confrontational person, so I don't like scream, yell, and do all that. I'm not confrontational. But I've had a manager come to me before. Story time real quick. I had a Lexus SC300, a wide body Lexus, right? It was having some problems. I drove it to work one day. The header blew up. Blah, blah, blah. I had to fix the header, yada, yada, yada. I used to sell cars at this time. This is back when I used to buy cars and flip them, right? So I had my Lexus parked at home. So I used to walk to work, right? I have videos of that, in the past. So I'm not capping. I used to walk to work. So I had a break. There's something where we used to get 15s. You had 2 15s and an hour-long lunch. I had already done one of my 15s. And I already done my lunch. And I was like, okay, let me get my 15 up out of the way. So it was not busy in the back. There was 3 people covering. So I was like, we're more than good. I go to take my 15 and I say, hey, yo, I'm gonna take my 15. I gotta go walk home. Now my home is about 10-minute walk away. So at max, it would have been like 20 minutes I was gone extra. I said, if I'm not back within the 15 minutes, just count it as my lunch, right? I said, y'all know where I'm gonna be? I'm dipping. They said it's all good. They said it's cool. It's whatever. So I leave. I go walk, I sell my car. I make about 4 bands. On my way walking back, I get back. Everybody's cool. Everybody's fine. Nothing happened. I do another like 3 hours. Shift ended. The next day I come in. My manager, yo, Cooper, let me talk to you. Pulls me in the hallway. So what you did yesterday, you think that's okay? I said, what? He said, you leaving Miranda by herself. You thought that was okay? I said, by herself? I said there was 2 other associates with her. My friend and his girlfriend at the time, right? So I said, what are you talking about, gang? I said, they said he cuts me off. I don't see where you think that's acceptable to leave your teammates and not tell them where you're going. And then to even walk off of this campus or walk out of the premise to go do something else is completely unacceptable. The fact that you thought that was okay is stupid. I hit him with the Shaquille O'Neal. I said, bro, who you talking to? Because, bro, first of all, this dude's breath smells horrible, right? Bro used to smoke a lot. You know how smoker's breath smells, right? He comes to me. He smokes and drinks a lot. Zen all the time. Chewing tobacco. He's talking to me. He's up in my face. I said, yo, who the hell are you talking to? I said, yo, don't come at me like that. He's talking about something. I'm going to have to write you up for this. I don't understand why you think that's okay. He just keeps repeating himself saying, I don't know why you think that's okay. You left your teammates stranded, or you left your teammates stranded, you didn't tell them, I said, bro, listen, it won't happen again. I said, but first off, do not come to me like that. I said, if you have something you gotta tell me, just tell me. I said, you ain't gotta insult me, you ain't gotta call me stupid. I said, you're a dude, I'm a dude. I said, do not talk to me crazy, bro. And he and walks off. Apparently, the other dude had a similar altercation, but his was a lot more heated. So apparently the manager came up to him and was like, hey man, if you really want to, we can fight about it. Let's go to the bathroom. And bro was saying, bro, we can do that shit right here. And apparently the manager was screaming and yelling, yada, 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 yada. Basically, the manager did the same thing where he just walked off. So the managers will try you. They will push your buttons and they will try to get you to snap out. I am not a crash out. For you to get me to crash out, you gotta do something crazy, bro. So I think I'll be alright. That's what I'm basically trying to tell y'all. But those are the 4 things I apparently have to look out for. I will let you guys know if they actually happen, though. Because, like I said, the only thing that will really get me is fine shit. Hey, I'm a dude. At the end of the day, I ain't gay like that. You know what I mean? So, fine shit, come by me and, hey, no. I'll be like, I'm cool, I'm smooth, da. But the thing is, what I gotta watch out is my mouth. Pause. I be yapping too much sometimes. So, you know, that's my biggest thing. So I just gotta make sure I don't say nothing crazy. I stay to working, I stay to cooling, I run up my bank. But like I said, the only way I really trip up is A, for new friends that gonna give me a ride back home, shit, or B, fine shit come by. But apparently Amazon got so many bad hoes, bro. Like I said, I ain't going there to look for all that. But I mean, I ain't gonna talk to you on the job though. I'll talk to you off job. I'll get your Instagram or something like that. I'll get your Snapchat. I don't mess with Snapchat. I'll get your phone number. I get something. Like, we can talk outside of work. I ain't doing all that. Let's talk in work. Let's gossip. I'm not doing all that. And the thing is, I ain't even gonna be talking to no hoes, man. What? Hell no. The reason I said that, what happened last time, I'm not even risking it. Same thing basically happened. We would talk outside of work. She started being weird. Look at what she did. Hell no. Not risking it. Anyhow, how am I feeling, gang? Let's go ahead and wrap this up. You have to a little longer than I thought I was. How have I been feeling? I'm feeling great, funky, schmooth. Once again, I'm still kind of trying to anticipate what's going on in the future. Number two, I got some bills coming up. I don't have any way of paying them hoes. I'll be so real. It's looking real grim for a boy. Basically, number one, I just had to give $170 to Amex to go ahead and get my card knocked off of the, what's the name, bro? The overdue. So, like, some of my stuff doesn't go overdue. I had to pay them $175. I no longer have money. Yeah, I have like $50 in my bank account. The 3DS is still at DHL in Nashville. That needs $50 to get cleared. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pay that off, and the reason I say that is because once I pay that, I get $240 back once it's returned to Osaka, Japan. Because A, they said they cannot take it back if it's still in the possession of Nashville, right? And two, they said that they also couldn't refund me unless, if it was destroyed. So apparently they destroyed the package. I don't think that's the case. I think they like auctioned it off or something. So I will have to make sure that I get that sorted out. I'm probably gonna do that. Shoot, I don't even know when, but I need to go ahead and get that done so I can get that $240 coming back to me. But unfortunately, that'll be a $50 loss. I'm thinking it'll be just better off if I buy it and keep it, mod it, and then flip it out, and then just mod somebody else's DS for a fee. I think I can do that, and I'd be better off than just sending it back to Japan and basically losing $190. I mean, not 190, but $50. And also having to wait regardless. So, other than that, like I said, I do not know how I'm gonna pay my bills this month. This is gonna be the closest month. This is the closest call month that I've had for sure. Because like I said, I cannot donate until the 25th, and then on the 25th, I can only get $100. So within the next 5 to 10 days, I really need to find some way to like make some buku bread in like a quick period of time. Also, matter of fact, I did just sell a shirt on Depop. I'm not gonna lie, if this shirt was like black or something, I could see myself rocking this. Is this not kind of tough? It's a vintage Fruit of the Loom Crayola tee, and this shirt that I have on now is something I thrifted too. But yeah, hopefully this Amazon stuff can set me up to where I get some more exchangeable money to where I can actually start to enjoy my life a little bit better and set myself up for the future, like I've been saying for the longest. I have to make sure that I keep my priorities straight at all times. This is going to be the test, and I'm going to have to A, pass it, or B, fail it. So hopefully I pass it, keep out on good terms. I can leave Amazon on good terms, and if I ever need to come back, I can. So we have to see. But like I said, as of right now, that's everything. I will keep you guys updated on the process, how everything's going, how my money's looking, how everything's looking. But this is the beginning of a new chapter for sure, before the biggest change in the chapter. So this ain't really even a new chapter. It's a new page for real, you know what I mean? Because we're leading up to the next chapter, which is the move to Osaka, man. So we gotta see. And by the way, when I do move to Osaka, you guys need to remind me, for real, if you have watched this long, you guys need to remind me to record everything at all times. So I need a vlogging camera of some sort. Do remind me, please, because I will forget. If you guys see me posting a video about Osaka or me moving to Osaka or something, let me know. Message me in the comments. Something. Do something, please. You guys gotta remind me. You know I got amnesia, low-key. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Peace.